In a bold proclamation of hope and renewal, Kaduna's budget of rural transformation and inclusive development emerges as a call to uplift the heart of its communities. This ambitious financial blueprint is not merely a ledger of numbers, it is a sweeping vision that promises to weave together the fabric of society, stitching together the dreams of farmers, artisans, and the underserved into a vibrant tapestry of progress. With each allocated naira, the government aims to ignite a renaissance in rural areas where the echoes of despair are transformed into melodies of opportunity. As the sun rises over the green fields of Kaduna, so too does the promise of a future where every voice is heard, every hand is empowered, and every life is touched by the transformative power of inclusive development. This is not just a budget, it is a lifeline, a beacon of optimism shining brightly against the shadows of inequality, beckoning all to partake in the journey towards a prosperous tomorrow. This is Viewpoint, where we discover perspective and embrace dialogue, and I'm your host, Olaitun Babatunde. Join us on the next phase of the show. You're welcome back to the show. In a landmark moment for Kaduna State, Governor Uba Sani has officially signed into law the 2025 budget aptly titled Sustaining Rural Transformation and Inclusive Development. This ambitious financial roadmap passed by the State House of Assembly is poised to herald a new era of growth and revitalization, addressing both the intricacies of a rapidly shifting global landscape and the pressing domestic challenges that our communities face. With a grand total of 790 billion naira allocated for the year, the budget is a testament to the government's commitment to transformative change. Out of this, 553 billion has been earmarked for capital expenditure, while 237 billion is designated for recurrent expenses. This strategic allocation underscores the administration's determination to invest in the long-term prosperity of Kaduna State. The ambitious target of 790 billion naira will be sourced from a blend of monthly federal allocations, internally generated revenues, aids and grants, capital development funds, and other innovative revenue streams. This multifaceted approach is essential in ensuring that the economic backbone of the state remains robust and resilient amidst ongoing and global economic fluctuation. One of the standout features of this budget process is its consultative nature. Governor Uba Sani engaged extensively with the citizens of Kaduna, actively seeking their input and feedback. Through town hall meetings and discussion with stakeholders and civil society groups, the government has ensured that the aspirations and concerns of the people are woven into the very fabric of this budget. This grassroots engagement is not just a formality, it represents a solid foundation for long-term development and inclusivity. During the presentation of the budget proposal to the State House of Assembly, Governor Sani emphasized the importance of a conservative yet strategic approach to resource allocation in light of current economic headwinds. We must be prudent and deliberate, he stated, reinforcing the need for a responsible management of resources while forging ahead with transformative projects. Education emerges as the clear champion, receiving the lion's share of the budget with 206.6 billion naira, which accounts for an impressive 26.14%. This substantial investment in education reflects a commitment to nurturing the next generation and equipping them with the necessary skills for a successful future. Health, too, received significant attention with 126 billion naira allocated, representing 16.07% of the budget. This focus on healthcare is crucial as it aims to improve healthcare facilities and services for all citizens, particularly in rural areas. Furthermore, the budget allocates resources towards infrastructure development, agriculture, social welfare, and human capital development. This administration emphasizes on rural roads, healthcare facilities, education infrastructure, and housing projects signifies a holistic approach to development, ensuring that every aspect of rural life is enhanced. As we embark on this journey of transformation and inclusive development, the government must team up with citizens of Kaduna to engage actively in the process. Together, let us build a Kaduna state that thrives on unity, progress, and resilience. The road ahead may be challenging, but with collective efforts, we can achieve the extraordinary. Join us shortly as we take a closer look at the call for the creation of 31 new states within our nation as sparked considerable debate. You're welcome back to the show. In recent weeks, the call for the creation of 31 new states within our nation has sparked considerable debate and in many cases unwarranted uproar. As citizens engage in discussions about regional autonomy, governance, and resource allocation, it is crucial to approach this topic with a clear understanding of its implications. The demand for new states is not a novel concept. It has risen periodically in response to various socio-political dynamics. Proponents argue that smaller states could lead to more localized governance, allowing for policies that cater directly to the unique needs of diverse populations. This argument is particularly compelling in regions where distinct cultural, economic, and geographical factors contribute to a sense of identity that may not align with larger state governance. However, the current approach seems disproportionate to the actual feasibility and implication of such a significant change. Critics raise concerns about the logistical challenges involved in creating new states, including the potential for increased bureaucracy and the division of resources. The process of state creation is complex, often requiring constitutional amendment, extensive legislative debate, and a thorough examination of the economic ramifications. One of the primary arguments against the formation of 31 new states is the concern over resource allocation. Each state requires a certain level of infrastructure, funding, and administrative support. The financial burden on the federal government and, by extension, taxpayers could be substantial. Questions arise about how these new states would be funded and whether they would be economically viable in the long run. Additionally, the division of existing resources such as federal funding could lead to disputes that detract from the intended benefits of statehood. Moreover, there is a risk that the push for a new state could aggravate existing regional tensions. The idea of splitting large states into smaller entities may appeal to some, but it could also lead to fragmentation and conflict over borders and governance. This concern is particularly relevant in areas with historical grievances or socio-political divides, where the creation of new states might reignite old rivalries rather than foster collaboration. Public opinion on this matter appears to be divided. While some citizens express enthusiasm for the potential benefits of localized governance, others remain skeptical, viewing the demand for a new state as an unnecessary distraction from more pressing national issues. It is important for policymakers to consider the broader implication of such a significant restructuring of state boundaries and governance. As we navigate these complex issues, it is essential for stakeholders, citizens, lawmakers, and local leaders to engage in informed discussions that prioritize the long-term health and stability of our nation. While the desire for greater representation and local governance is legitimate, it is vital to approach the idea of creating 31 new states with careful consideration of the potential consequences. While the demand for new states reflects a genuine desire for localized governance, the uproar surrounding the issue may be unwarranted. It is crucial to weigh the benefits against the potential challenges and to engage in constructive dialogue that seeks to unify rather than divide. Our nation thrives on collaboration and understanding, and navigating these issues thoughtfully will be key to ensuring a harmonious future. The Kaduna State Budget Proposal for Rural Transformation and the discussion surrounding state creation present both opportunities and challenges. As stakeholders navigate these complex issues, it is paramount that they prioritize transparency, community engagement, and sustainability to foster real change. Discovering perspective and embracing dialogue. I've been your host, Olaitan Babatunde for Viewpoint.